Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today I have a review and a little tutorial on the new Barry M in the Buff palette. Now this is a super neutral natural palette, as you can see right here. It has the most beautiful subtle soft matte shades and two shimmer shades here. Now I love a good matte and shimmer palette, but I do love it when it's like half-half. But you know, I think these colours are actually really gorgeous. They're really soft. These are my kind of colours, especially when it comes to transitioning and, you know, going from one colour to another, mixing it in between. My starting colours, these are just, I find this to be the perfect starting palette for me. And this shimmer right here is really beautiful. They don't have names, so I tend to name them myself. I'm calling this Rosé. So it's like a soft, almost pink champagne-y shimmer, and this one right here next to it is a like really pale white silver pinkish shimmer. It's also like a softer version of that demi champagne. So we have all these mattes here, and they're like soft browns, soft pinks, so it's easy to really blend them in together. So on the back it says, create soft daytime looks to smouldering smoky evening looks with this must-have eyeshadow palette, including 10 ultra blendable matte and shimmer shades. This neutral palette is your new go-to. This probably will be my go-to for any kind of mattes. If you watch any of my videos, you know my starting colours for any of my eyeshadow looks are mostly really soft colours. That's how I tend to start off my colours, and then I go in with the darker ones to blend from my outer corner of my eyes into the like socket. So this is pretty much a really nice palette. So I'm going to create a quick look with this palette. My eyes are already set and primed, so I'm ready to go. I'm just going to go straight in. This costs $6.49 by the way, so I think it's about the average price for the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna start off with this shade here. It's like a nice pink beige. I'm gonna call it Peanut, this one right here, and I'm gonna start putting that basically through the socket. This is my starting color, so I tend to just put it all over the eyelid to kind of create a shape. As you can see, you've got to kind of layer it up to get it to the kind of depth that you want it to be at, because they are very light shades, and obviously the lighter you go, the more you have to build it up to see it. So that's on my eyes now. I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to call that Cashmere. So it's more of a darker pink, but not too dark. And I'm going to use this from the outer corner of my eyes, and I'm going to blend that into my socket. So just starting right at the outer corner and just blending that basically to my socket, so in and outwards. Now with that same colour, I'm just going to run it on my lower lash line because I want it all to connect. So I feel like when I run it on my lower lash line, you can see the shape starting to build up, and that's what I want to see, just to get some structure on the eye look. I'm going to make it darker mostly on the outer corner, but I also want to bring it to the front as well. Now taking this colour at the end here, I'm going to call it Macaroon. You're probably going to get confused with these names, but I'm going to call this one here Macaroon. I'm going to take this. It's a darker one than all the other two that I've used. So as you can see, I go from like light to medium to dark. That's how I build up my eyeshadows. So it's an easy way to kind of do a step-by-step on how to like blend it in eyeshadow. That's how I do it. So I'm going to take this darker one, Macaroon. Now I'm going to go on the outer corner of my eyes, and I'm going to just build the depth in that. So as you can see, I've got Peanut, then I've got Cashmere, and I'm just doing this step by step. So I wanted to make it light up here, then I'm going to build up the colour here. Now I'm just going to make it darker to add some depth into the look, and I'm going to put that on the outside of my lower lash line as well. I'm not trying to make it a very heavy look. I'm trying to make it like a natural nude-ish, neutral, natural, smoky in a way. Just make those outer corners really nice and defined. Now I'm gonna take the darkest shimmer shade. Actually, let me just swatch it first for you, so you know what the shimmer shades look like at least. It's a really beautiful, soft shimmer. This I have called Rosé because of that rose undertone, but it's still like a beautiful shimmer. And let me do the other one, which I've called Demi Rosy or something like that. It feels more powdery and less shimmery than the Rosé one that I just put on. It's not as buttery or creamy. So to be honest, there's literally only one proper shimmer shade in this palette. So if you're looking for a nice half shimmer, half matte palette, it might not be for you, because this is the only one that I feel like is really creamy, almost like buttery, and definitely shimmery, as you can tell on my hand. I mean, I do like the palette. For me, I like the colours. The colours are my kind of colours. The mattes are beautiful. I feel like I can really blend them out really nicely. So anyways, I'm going to take Rosé, and I'm going to put this on my eyelid. Now I'm just going to go back in with the matte colours again. So I'm going to take Peanut, which was the first light colour. Again, I've named these myself, and I'm just gonna slightly just buff out that shimmer shade, because now that we put the shimmer on top of the mattes, you kind of lose the colour. I tend to do, this is how I do my makeup, but I like to put the shimmers on top of the mattes, and I find it much more easier to blend out when you already have the mattes on your eyes already. So I'm just gonna slightly buff out the edges and bring the colour back in if I have lost any colour. Now I'm just going to take a small brush, or just any flat brush really. I'm going to take Rosé, the shimmer shade here, and I'm just going to put that on my inner corner part of my lower lash line. Either way, I am going to put highlight, but I kind of want this as like a base before I put on my highlight, so that the highlight is extra shimmery. Now I'm just going to take my inner corner highlight shade. This is the Primark Pure Glow highlighting palette. I'm going to take Glimmer, and I'm just going to add this on top of the shimmer that I put on the inner corner of my eyes. And because it's like a gold undertone highlighter, with the pink undertone and the gold undertone, they kind of mix together to make it more of a softer gold. So that's the kind of look I'm going for. And then I'm going to put this same highlighter under the arch of my eyebrows. I really feel like this completes the look. I swear by it. It just brings everything together. I am going to take the Barry M Bold Silver pencil. This is probably my favourite gold pencil that I use, because no matter what look I do, I feel like the silver just makes my eyes pop. And I put this in my waterline, and it just gives it like... Okay, so I'm going to finish my look off with some lashes, and I will show you what the eyes look like right at the end when it's finished. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is my final look. I actually used one of the new e.l.f. liquid lipsticks that I bought, and the new Barry M holographic lip topper, and I thought this actually be a perfect colour because it has kind of a purpley undertone. I don't know if you can see if I just put some more on. I don't know if you saw that, but it literally swipes on as if it's purple. It just looks so good with the purple, so I decided to go glossy instead of staying it with like keeping it matte, and I think it's a nice look. So yeah, this is my final look using the Barry M in the Buff palette, and I rather like it. I think this has really beautiful colours. These are my kind of colours. If you prefer more matte shades, they do have literally palettes full of just shimmer shades anyway. So you could just mix the two together. I've got loads of palettes with just shimmers by themselves, so obviously I can mix it up. But these are my kind of matte colours when it comes to transitioning, to smoking, like everything. These are my kind of colours. So this, as soon as I saw this on Instagram, I was like, I've got to cop that. And so here it is, £6.49 in Superdrug right now, and or wherever else it is, probably Tesco and Boots as well. And it's really beautiful. So if you like what I have on my eyes, it's very subtle. It's a neutral kind of like pink champagne rosé look, and I wanted to pair it up with a bold lip because it's not too heavy on the eyes. So I match it up. If it's not too heavy on the eyes, I go a little bit bolder on the lip, and if it's not too heavy on the lips, I go bolder on the eyes, or bolder on the eyes and then not too heavy on the lips. So this is the final look. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.